Welcome back, guys, to Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutors Gambit, where last episode, having tracked down the red-hooded fellow to meet John Doe, a face and figure that I never expected to see again from the past, from another, defense attorney's line of games. We found out that he may not be the killer despite the blood evidence on the coat, and now a new person is in the frame. Tabby Lloyd, of all people, who seems to be in position where the photo was taken at the time, and we've got to now prove that point, having just pressed and gone through the testimony. With the line that guess the picture must have taken while I was in one spot, and the tapes from when I was in another, being, a bit of contention here. We look to present and move things forward because, to be honest, you've got the evidence on your person that says different. Now, we could go with this, but that just shows a person and the thing, but we need to actually go with something that literally states that you are in that position. And to be fair, this is the thing, because the president thrusts his fist in the air, which then corroborates with the picture and the talking that's going on. This will be the better bit of evidence of the two for that, though I'm pretty sure they're going to be combined.
Objection!
Miss Lloyd, it's imperative for a reporter not to lie, wouldn't you say? You're dang right it is, and I don't lie. And yet the photograph and the recording were definitely taken at the same time. What? You can't prove that. Oh, but I can. The evidence is right here in these pictures. This one in particular shows something that lines up precisely with when you were making your recording. Oh, we should have went with the picture first. What part of the picture indicates that it must have been taken at the same time as Miss Lloyd's recording? I was going with the gunshots and the talking because the audio evidence is better than the visual evidence because the visual evidence doesn't display a person. But whatever. If it works, it works. But it's you.
Take that!
You see here, the president has his fist raised. And what about it? Would you be so kind as to play us the tape again? It ain't that simple. You can literally... Well, look at the fingers on the thing. She could be re-recording over the bit, destroying the evidence. Take that recorder from her gumshoe. What if I were to tell you that you don't have a choice? You don't make it easy, do you, Ruffles? Remember, we are concerned with the moment the president raised his fist. No criminal organization, no matter how big, is above the law. The president thrusts his fist into the air as the excitement reaches fever pitch. There! That's the moment right there! Correct. We've now confirmed when it occurred in the recording. Which means... Tabby should be in the picture too. And she is. Right there for all to see. But Miss Lloyd is in fact the person with the red hood. What? Oh, I told you about that bear trap! Shouldn't have. Why you got that on your person anyway?
So you're our shooter?
No. I don't even own a jacket like that. Oh, the covering. That's right. From everything we know, the owner of the red raincoat is John Doe. Pretty much. We have already proven that the raincoat belongs to Mr. Doe. You, Miss Lloyd, were wearing something else. Something that also happened to have a red hood.
So there were two people with red hoods all along?
Indeed, Mr. Doe's last statement was true. Wait, but we only found one raincoat. Where's the other one? Our ice cream seller never mentioned a raincoat, only a red hood. So tell us about your jacket again, Miss Lloyd. Huh? This old thing? Well, the best thing about it, like I said, is if you get mud and such on it, it's reversible, see? So you just turn it inside out and... Ah! And just as I thought, the inside of her hood, it's red. And that's right. And when the incident occurred, that's the side of the hood that was visible.
What's going on here? What were you really up to, pal?
Wait, I never even wore it that way round. Perhaps if you would allow us to examine it, we could confirm that for ourselves. And you all are going to confirm that how exactly? It was raining right up until the president's speech, correct? That much has been established already. And as you yourself said... Heck, I don't use neither. Come rain, sleet, snow or shine, it's my trusty parka every time. If you haven't reversed your parka since the rain, then the inside should be dry. Wait a sec now. I got this big old backpack on, see? So I can't take off my jacket. Yeah. But maybe I could show you all some other time?
You think an excuse that weak is gonna wash with Mr. Edgeworth? Well, what are you waiting for? If you're innocent, take it off and show us.
It wasn't me, I swear. I never shot the dang president. I could never. If that's true, Miss Lloyd, then your best option is to cooperate and tell us the truth. Is there a particular reason why you chose to wear a parka with a red hood here today? I'm sorry, Raffles. There's something I never told you. Something I couldn't. But I'll come clean, I promise. Just go easy on me now, you hear?
Who said that?
Hold your horses. It's a little soon for the end game. Who? What? Oh, okay. That goes for you too, Mr. Prosecutor. You lost this one the moment you made your opening move. That's one of the men from Kay's photograph. I guess I'd better introduce myself. Wow, that neck injury's not causing you much of an issue, is it? Her name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard. And second in command of his security detail. Ah!
Point that thing someplace else, pal. What the heck's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, can't help myself. It's just too much fun being this good. You're not a member of law enforcement, so how did you get a gun? This old girl's on loan from Zhang Fa, temporarily issued to us presidential bodyguards. Anyway, never mind that. I got two tidbits of news for you. You want the good or the bad first? Choice is yours. I'm indifferent. Whichever you prefer. Really? You're giving up the first move advantage just like that? Whatever. Your loss. Guess I'll push out the first pawn then. So you play a little chess, I take it. Ah, fellow fan are you, Mr. Red Suit? The name's Edgeworth, and you could say I dabble. Duly noted, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, I'll start with the good news. The president's okay. Didn't suffer so much as a scratch.
He didn't? That's a relief.
Particularly for the young lady here. That means there is no longer a murder charge on the table. That is good news, huh, Tabby? No, because honestly, all the other charges are enough to put you away for God knows how long. Yeah, because I'd never. Now for the bad news. The only reason the president's alive is because we bodyguards did our job. One of us did anyhow, our boss. Put himself on the line of fire. You're referring to your colleague, Mr. Rook. Yeah, it's game over for him. Oh. There's been a murder then.
No way! Rook is dead. A genuine loss.
So, you're saying that Tabby...
Yeah, your friend here killed my colleague. My brother in arms.
Aw, heck no, I didn't do it. I didn't kill anybody. I could never.
I'd shut my mouth if I were you, murderer.
You can't just go pointing guns at people?
Sure, we did what we had to do. Sacrificed one of our pieces to protect the king. But to lose someone like him during a castling, it's a real shame. Castling? What's that even mean?
It's a chess term. Very simplistically speaking, it's a move where a rook switches place with a king.
Then why didn't you just say so?
Mr. Knight, was it?
Yeah, what?
We'll need to see the victim's body right away. And if possible, I'd like to ask the president a few questions.
Sorry, no can do.
And why not?
That's the third piece of news, and it's the piece you're gonna like the least.
I thought you said there were only two. The National Police Force of Zhang Fa will be handling things from here.
What? You better be kidding, pal!
This investigation was assigned to us. We're not about to hand it over. You're the Edgeworth, right? The one who solved the Yatagarasu case? The president mentioned you.
I'm honored to have warranted his attention. Makes sense that the chief prosecutor would assign this one to you. Wait, did the chief assign me to appease the president? That was a mistake. A big one. He should have given the case to somebody with a spine. You're free to take it up with President Wang, if you enjoy diplomatic incidents, that is. Ah! You're coming with me. We'll continue this on the presidential plane. No. I never did nothing, I swear. We can do this the hard way if you like, but in Zhang Fa, justice is served one way or the other.
Ruffles, come on, you gotta help me out here, please.
Miss Lloyd. She was the one in the red hood, there's no denying that now. But I can't help feeling we still don't know the whole truth behind this case.
I'm innocent, you gotta believe me.
Can I really let this happen? Is this really how it ends? The look in her eyes, the crack in her voice as she begs me to help her. This is no act by a criminal. She's genuinely scared. And if I let him take her, we'll never know what really happened.
Technically, isn't that plane counted as their soil? Like their terrain as well? Like it's like a diplomatic weird space. So if you let them cross from your country onto that plane, it's in their jurisdiction. Isn't that somehow this works? Ah! What?
Huh? What the? Get your filthy hands off of... Quiet now. Is that really any way to greet me? Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. What? It's you! Ah, so you do remember. What do you think you're doing, pal? Put the knife down and give it up. You got some nerve pulling a stunt like this in front of a bunch of police officers. Don't even think about it. You don't stand a chance against this guy.
Who are you really, Mr. Doe?
Let's just say that I'm no simple ice cream seller. Guy's a pro. A hitman. His name's... Shelly the Killer. The Killer? There's not a legal professional in the country who doesn't know that name. An assassin capable of taking down any target, any place, any time. This isn't the first time our paths have crossed. It's been too long, Mr. Edgeworth. But of course, this is the first time we've met face to face. You're the assassin we've been looking for. In a sense, yes. A certain someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. And that contract did indeed specify that I was to assassinate President Wang. I swear I've seen this picture in one of my old files before, but... how could I have been so careless?
How do you forget that face with the sewn lines?
My bandage proved useful for bringing a knife into the park undetected. But I miscalculated in certain other regards. He didn't bring a gun. Now, shall we play a little game, Mr. Knight? I know how fond you are of such diversions. Well, the stakes must be high in order for you to be fun, of course. Shall we wager, say, your life? What do you want from me? I would like for you to allow Mr. Edgeworth to remain in charge of the case. He what? What are you up to, De Killer? I would simply like our mutual friend to see things through to their conclusion.
Huh? But why?
Bastian Rook was a man of great skill, one with whom I felt a certain connection. It is only right that the truth behind his death be brought to light. With Mr. Rook's departure, the case is now yours to investigate, is it not, Mr. Knight? I'm simply asking you to transfer that authority to Mr. Edgeworth. It's not something worth losing your life over, surely. You're just using the investigation as an excuse to get close to the president. Am I really? I suppose it is true that in order for the investigation to proceed, we will need to enter the presidential plane. You think I'm gonna let you near him? I'm his chief bodyguard. Are you? And here I thought you were only second in command. Rook's not around. That means I'm number one. I wonder if you have what it takes to step into such capable shoes. You... Of course I do. I'm the leader now. Me! If that is indeed the case, then I would ask that you make a choice worthy of a leader. Will you needlessly throw away your life, or will you allow the investigation to continue? Is he really doing this to gain access to the president? Does he even need to? What is he plotting? You have no objections, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth. Come, let us continue the investigation. What do we do, sir? It would seem we have little choice but to do as we're told. That said, listen, detective, and listen well. I'll buy you some time as I investigate. Meanwhile, you gather the other officers. Have them surround the plane and make absolutely certain that there is no way he can escape. Yes, sir. You got it. To be continued. But not today. We keep on. Keeping on. I save after every episode, but I'll save in the middle of an episode this time. The death of Bastian Rook and the revelation that Shelley the Killer was in our midst. The case had taken a turn we could have never predicted. Mr. Knight ordered that the door to the presidential plane be opened, and the emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. With the scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard. March 25th, 4:15 in the Zengfar presidential plane. I see there was body armor being worn, probably by the president then? It wasn't just he was so muscly. But it's been hit with a bullet as well. You can figure out if our gun fired the bullet from that. All these masks, gas masks, hazmat suit. Why do you need a space suit? Was this a bird, a canary, to like say if there's a gas in there because you've got all the gas masks? Is that seriously why that bird's there? Riot shields. We got like a safety boy as well. We got even the oxygen has been deployed for like decompression and stuff like that already. What's going on in this room? What the hell's the toy about? So much to question. No president in sight. Now where could he be? Who knows? Ah, so he's hiding behind the bulkhead door over there, is he? Well, I say the floor's a bit sus as well. As courageous in the face of danger as ever. Ah, sorry to disappoint, but did you seriously expect him to be standing here waiting to meet his assassin? As we have already established, my interest lies only in the successful conclusion of this investigation. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would be so kind as to examine the body. All right. My only option right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe. So the attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard. You look like you could use a little help there, Mr. Edgeworth. Not that I need it, but yes. That's what I thought. Then there's nothing else for it. Okay, Faraday, great thief extraordinaire. We'll just have to take it from here. Oh, really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me? Nope. I thought not. But I will provide vital assistance. Now let's get to scouring the crime scene from top to bottom. It will take Detective Gumshoe a while to assemble our backup, so I'll need to draw this part of the investigation out for as long as possible. Right, a beginning investigation. I realized, by the way, after the episode where I said, oh yes, I should be able to make a connection between these two things that are currently on the list here, that these two things obviously can't go together. Why? Because of the fact that if they could go together, the game wouldn't have let me proceed. You gotta remember that, like, systems of games, haven't you? These probably can't go together because it would have required me to already put them together to move on and have an investigation complete thing show up when I did the last one. Alright, yeah, so let's examine this room. We're gonna be doing it for a while because there's a lot of weird stuff. 2 gas masks in case of a poison gas attack, I suppose. The president certainly seems to think he's at risk of assassination at all times. Yeah, you're telling me. Wow, gas masks. I've never seen one before. I've heard plenty about them, of course. Oh, from a fellow thief, I presume? No, from the Jammin' Ninja. You know, my favorite kids' TV show. Princess Murasaki was getting married, but Toxic Ninja Wolfsbane showed up to lay down some sick burns. And time to tune out. Might save myself a brain cell or two. What do you mean, decay? It's a solid circular life preserver designed to be used in case of an emergency on the water. Or rather the sea, to be more precise. Oh, the sea. I love the sea. We should go sometime.
Sorry, but you'll have to make that particular trip without me. Oh, don't be like that. Come on, it'll be fun. We could have lobster rolls, ice cream, all that good stuff. Something tells me the sea isn't the main attraction for you, is it? A riot shield, and next to it, a canary in a cage. Oh, she's so sweet. I want one. Did you ever see a cuter partner in crime? A partner in crime? Oh yeah, she could help me with lockpicking, stuff like that. Could she? Okay. A great thief has no greater ally than nature, Mr. Edgeworth. Sadly, such birds are most commonly used for detecting poisonous gases. Wait, this one isn't actually for that, is it? From the room, you have to make the assumption. Yes, it is. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Why don't we chat? Did you notice anything? So there were 2 red-headed assassins. Well, I don't know if we can say that with any certainty just yet. Mr. the Killer is a professional assassin, right? And Tabby was pointing a laser sight at the president. I give up. This one's a real mind-bender. If the truth cannot be discerned, it is because something is obscuring it. Oh, I gotcha. So we can swipe that something. The next treasure we bag will be the truth. Yes, I suppose you could put it that way. How to investigate. Tell me, the professional investigator. I've been studying up on how to investigate like a pro, you know. Have you really? That's good to hear. Yeah, so basically you examine stuff, and that helps you figure out what evidence and information to bag. Then you connect some of that info you picked up, present some evidence you pocketed, and poof, suddenly you make it off with the greatest treasure of all, the truth. Well, can't say I haven't been putting the work in, can you? I applaud the effort, Kay. I love, by the way, how I've used the triangle option to speak to Kay this time, but I didn't use it when we had the option to with Gumshoe. Canonically playing Miles Edgeworth correctly, before anyone complains. About the case. I can't believe a real-life assassin is asking us to investigate a real-life crime. Indeed. Just what is this game? Either way, all we can do now is push on ahead. Let's do this, Mr. Edgeworth. For Mr. Rook. Oh, we can talk to a variety of people here. Someone has left an inflatable boat and an oar here. Probably so it's ready to go at any time. Wait, but there's only one oar. You can still row with one oar, you know. Can't go out, can't see anything else. You're very upset at the moment. I'd rather talk to you than look at the scene. Suspicion of murder. Oh, the sad music. I didn't do it. I'm a reporter. I bag scoops, not souls. But then why lie about your jacket and the laser sight? I just knew you all would think it was fishy. Is that really all it was? Please, you gotta believe me. I can never do something like this. I'd like to tell you everything will be alright, but just try not to worry too much. If you really are innocent, I'll prove it, one way or another. Thanks, Chief. I believe in you. How many times must I tell you I am not your chief? Oh, sorry, Ruffles. Clean forgot you were chief number 2. That's not what I meant. Maybe we can present something to you in the future? Alright, let's examine what's behind you. There's a wide selection of protective equipment here. Bulletproof vests, hazmat gear. No way, there's even a spacesuit! I get the sense that the president thinks he's very much in need of protection at all costs. But what if he was in a gunfight and there was poison gas everywhere? And he was in space? What would he do then, huh? Then he simply put on the bulletproof vest, the hazmat gear, and the spacesuit. You put the Wait. The bulletproof vest has to go on top, correct? And I'm pretty sure the spacesuit works like hazmat gear. So one of those is a bit redundant. That's probably easier said than done. I mean, if it let anything in, then space would kill you. Simply put, maybe there's a difference in material that I'm not sure about, but I'm pretty sure there's space radiation. I'm pretty sure the spacesuit alone would work. The president is on the other side of this door. And what a door it is! Bet I could get the better of it, though. Get the better of it. Doors aren't there to be beaten. But look how heavy it is! Look at that lock! He's just sitting there begging me to try it. Calm down, Kay, and think. Why might this door be locked? For me to open it, of course? Precisely. For you to open it, of course. Wait. What is the right answer, anyway? It's a bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. What's happened to this camera? Also, we can see that no one's in the cockpit. These monitors are displaying the cockpit and parts of the plane's exterior, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Oh, okay, that one doesn't matter then. The cockpit doesn't... I mean, I guess the cockpit isn't behind that door then. The outside... Which means maybe there's a recording of stuff that happened out there? But what's this thing, first of all? It's got a smashed bit. What on earth is this? Oh, that is the president's favourite plushie. Okay, Knight. Thanks for butting in. Well, that was Kay talking about. It's a memento of something. Anyway, don't touch. But if that's the case, then why has it been left up there like nobody cares about it? Yeah, that is pretty weird. It certainly wouldn't be the first place I would think to display a beloved item. Wait, are those shards of glass underneath it? I thought something seemed strange about this cubbyhole, but now I'm sure of it. There was almost certainly another monitor here. Security monitor data jotted down in my organizer. This monitor is displaying a feed of this very room. They didn't go cheap when they bought these, huh? Very high res. Oh, I'm afraid I can't quite tell myself, but I can even see the little crow's feet around your eyes. Oh, my bad. They're just the usual deeply etched lines, you know, on your forehead. If you've quite finished. That's the outside of the plane. Most intruders could not hope to approach without being spotted. But such measures would be mere child's play in my case. Whoa, you're saying you can get past cameras like these without being seen? Of course, with ease. You have to teach me how, please. Are you taking on apprentices by any chance? Kay, you do realize who you're talking to, don't you? Sorry. Had to ask, though. What a great skill for a great thief to know.
Unfortunately for you, I am not the type to take on understudies.
You're not, huh? Shame.
Shame? In what way, exactly?
Remembering that is be an apprenticeship in assassination.
Sounds like a thrilling line of work. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
What's these? And what are they? Like, if it was 2, I'd think it's a skip rope, but there's 4.
These personal safety alarms are very colourful. Okay. Looks like they get a lot of use as well.
I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying these for his kids, maybe his wife too.
Why would they all be here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use.
Objection, Your Honor. It is simply not possible for one person to use this many personal alarms. Why, you ask? Because he is human and therefore possesses only 2 hands.
20 hands wouldn't be enough to count the number of objections I have to that objection. Personal alarms, are they? A curious figure of a curious animal with a curious expression is staring straight at me.
And look, there's a big lever right by its butt.
And don't even think about it.
Oh, I wasn't thinking anything, I swear.
I imagine that lever opens the panels beneath my feet. Ah, I see. So he's standing on a trapdoor. I strongly advise you not to pull it. Do so and you'll regret it. You know, I'm okay with taking some advice, especially when it's from a professional killer.
Preston!
I mean, we get rid of people that we don't really care much about. I don't know. Documents of some kind.
We could always steal a glance.
Ooh, we are.
Ooh, new info.
Also covered in case amphibious assault. So the pawns as well. The president's safety is paramount. Spectator areas should be covered at all times. So they had someone out there. Was that someone in the picture? Oh, I see that you're covering that section. Not good. But it does mean there were security forces in the crowd. Another security plan.
Oh yeah, like the one from the trash can.
Precisely. But wait, isn't the date different? Something feels off.
Oh, yeah. So this is an earlier plan where they got rid of the pawns, had just Knight and Rook out there, and did they? They did indeed switch positions as well, but that was due to the injury. Why did they take off the other guards? Let's cover for Lakeside now. Eyes on this area. What was going on with the rest of the retinue? The pawns? I mean, I could deduce that, obviously, the switch position, but I think the pawns are the more important bit. But I'm assuming... Is it the date I want to deduce? I'll deduce this on the basis of they switch position. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to say first of all. And then they're probably going to lead to everything else. There's probably multiple positions we can deduce on this. I'm going to fit the other plan, am I? I just got to deduce the plans, maybe. Oh, I didn't present it. Eureka! Eureka! The two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Huh. Oh, you're right. Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. President's orders. Why the urgency? Because of what happened the day before. Tequila tried to take him down. He infiltrated the security detail. Pose was one of us. Rook figured it out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president. If our leader hadn't stepped in just then, we'd all have been out of a job. But he made it, and our friend here wound up with a seriously twisted arm. Rook put a bullet in it for good measure too. And where were you while this was happening? You were the first one I overpowered, were you not? Oh, that's embarrassing. Shut up, kid. Now I get it. Your neck has barely begun to heal and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. But it's you! Busted up my neck so bad I can't even look to my right. I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill. He was truly a master of his craft. Unlike a certain other someone I could mention. Just as good as he ever was. You were a pawn to his queen, my young friend. What the heck do you know? So that's why you remembered Mr. Rook's name. You admired his skills as a bodyguard? Indeed. While I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives. But his in particular stayed with me. It joined the very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me. So that's the connection he was talking about. And that's why we changed up the security plan. I had to be sure there weren't any more assassins in the ranks. So that's why you got rid of the pawns. The president didn't want anybody on stage he didn't trust, and he only trusts two people. Me and Rook. That's some good info. You can't look right. How does that explain your change of position? Oh yeah, he switched over to the right-hand side. I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. Okay, there's a bit of info there, but we still got a little bit more to check out. We've got ourselves an obvious bullet in some bulletproof vestige. But with that last little bit of info gained, a little bit of a logic to add to our list, we will end another episode here and continue on next time, because we've still got to talk with a certain killer and his hostage at this point in time. So join me next time for more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. And I'll see you guys then for more. Until then, I say, bye-bye.